I'm Michael Combs here on World News. Today we have a special guest, Drew Cozio, survivor of Mount Everest.
Thanks, Michael.
Let's start with the first thought you thought when you stepped onto Mount Everest for the first time.
People say it's different things. Inspiring, incredible, scary. I think of it this way. It's freezing. I was so cold.
What were some of your main fears on Mount Everest?
Well, my top fear was probably dying in an avalanche. But others were frostbite, falling down the slopes, and just dying of exhaustion. Don't even get me started on that freaking dehydration.
Was getting ready difficult?
Oh, yeah. It was a total nightmare. I had to get all my gear, oxygen tanks, goggles, spiked boots, winter coats. It was so expensive.
What about whiteouts, or not having good visibility due to snow?
Oh yeah, those were there too, many of them. A lot of times I couldn't see and I had to stay behind at camp. I still get cool thinking about those.
Was the snow being blown everywhere?
No kidding. Unless you think that wind and snow blowing together at about 50 miles per hour to 150 miles per hour, then I don't know. But I could barely walk and open my mouth without getting a nice snow sandwich.
How did you physically feel on the way up? I bet it wasn't a cakewalk.
No, it definitely wasn't great. I could feel the air pressure getting lower by the minute. My lungs hurt and my legs ached, and I had the worst headache imaginable.
Huh. Wow. Next question. What were you thinking when you were standing on the summit as the tallest thing in the world?
I couldn't believe it. Michael, have you ever felt the feeling of a dream coming true?
Sure thing.
Yeah, then you would know how it feels. I was so happy.
How did you finally feel to have done something you've wanted to do all your life?
I was crying tears of joy, but the tears froze to my face. It was totally worth it. I thought I had been dreaming.
I don't think anybody's asked this question, but what was it like on the way down from Mount Everest?
It was safe and all. When me and the team reached the camp, I told everybody what it was like and that we wouldn't feel like we'd accomplished anything unless we made it down ourselves.
Very interesting. Well, that wraps up here today, folks. Thanks again, Drew.
No problem.